Atunyo make wasapa brandi amabizu amu eyani ametumi ashawani monya wami Kristo akwe tuimu atunyo make wasapa Aya Ibra Iba Mayo Beti ni Bosha Anisu Akwa Nyowu Beti nu Pari Ebra Diniba Aya Ibra Diniba Mayo Beti ni Bosha Anisu Abara Ekwa Yowu Beti ni Pari Ebra Diniba Yani ametumi asawani monya wami Kristo akwe tuimu mediabati nyobaka wasapa brandi amabisu amu udo aya Medio Eti ni Bosha Anisu Akwan Yowu Betinu Pari Ora Tinipo Kaya Chuma Mabrati Bini Unami Nara Kaya Brati na Chuma Abenyanu Samsira Sawa Flavia Bebiara Yemi Jebe Jinisi Osaride Onunawa Adumusira Abrusu Naya Juma Memrati Yunami Nara Naya Brati na Juma Abenyanu Samsira Sawa Flamia Babiara Yanite Ajinisi Osaride Adu Koda Mayatuma Amebrati Mayatuma Amebrati Media Sawa Flamia Babiara Yanije Ajinisi Osaride Nunawo Adutire Ayatuma Amebrati Ayatuma Amebrati Sawa Flamia Bebiara La 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 la. Namadoni amuto, namayani amupa. The radio, the metra. Namadoni amuto, namayani amupa. The radio, the metra. Evrati metra muche Okuna mene metra muche no Ha Namabone amuto Namayani amupa Evrati media metra Okuna mene namado Yeah wujo. Namayani amupa. Ebradie. Abarabasmandara. Okotuni anyamiru namadoni awujo. Namayani amupa. Ebradie. Namadoni awujo. Namayani amupa. Ebradie. Abandoriana. Anointing do for me. Mami su muye. Oh, friend to me. And you do for me. Mayani me to me. Asawan yonya. Wami Kristo abra. To you move. Tunyo make was a brandy. I'm a bizu. Ayani ame to me. Asawani monya. Wami Kristo akwe. Tuimu. Atunyo make.
Ajo. Bawakwaba. Edinburgh Great Commission teams. Our program Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship and Edinburgh. Every Saturday, 8 p.m. Equisi 10 p.m. Na Yabasiya. Then we also repeat it on Sunday, 6 a.m. in the morning. And I said 6 in the morning. Your friend Chief Apostle Joseph A. Jackson. Na Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship then is a ministerial training center. I believe in apprenticeship. So it's a place where we train church workers, pastors' wives, and ministers of the gospel. And it's a full-time apprenticeship program. 60% practical ministry and 40% theory. Jumedi ahudu bebre ewo honom. That is why I'm also encouraging you to be part. You are a pastor, and moreover, no, you want to do more for God. I encourage you to be there. It's a learning training center or a training center, as I said earlier on, where we raise pastors. You can also come there and do a top-up and refresh programs. I happen to be the founder and the president of Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship. Courses now we have the prophetic school for a full-time prophet. We have apostolic school for apostles. Teachers also have their school. Evangelist, that is evangelistic, and also pastoral. Apart from that, we do all the theological programs and also prepare you for School of Ministry. School of Ministry, we have the School of Ordination. Those who are ready and qualified to be ordained as ministers of God, as reverend. And I award the consecration aspect. If you want us to consecrate you into the office of a pastor, the office of a prophet, the office of an apostle, the office of an evangelist, and the office of a teacher, and also a honor. Then we also consecrate to the office of the general overseer or the office of a bishop. We also commission lay pastors or lay ministers for the kingdom. So I encourage each and every one, irrespective of your background, where you are coming from, your qualification is to be born again and willing to serve and do the work of God. And choose any of the numbers on the screen. Na yeni nkomo. You can WhatsApp me on 020-8411-212. 020-8411-212, and answer 0244-71-9698. And let's also talk about Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship there. Then we're also talking about Apostolic Order Network. Apostolic Order Network is the network body for which does the ordination. Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship, no? A trainee, a prepare who we are. Then we ordain you, and I'm the chief apostle and the president for Apostolic Order Network. We have team pastors. You will meet in Kra and Che. About 3:30, we prayed together, had communion together. We also prayed, and as a leader, the Lord led me to teach for us to empower ourselves and also encourage one another. And as we are speaking, upon just 15 minutes ago, they are going to their various homes, and Osame Banambe take you over. So we have the Apostolic Order Network, Yama Minister's license, ordination license, so open ordination certificate, open ministerial license, and other credentials. Apostolic Order Network is also there. If you want to affiliate with us, you need a network body to affiliate with, connect with, and work with, and also no, general overseers all over. So, Ubitimi, I a part of it, because we want to expand it to the whole of Ghana. Inti babia ubiano, Ubitimi, ene akasa. Your B school, intino, Ubibia UTMBia, you want to be trained, you want to come to the school, no? Your B school. And Ubitimaba is only on Saturdays. It was Unique Icon International School. That is where our school is. So I encourage each and everyone to be part of this training. You can also be part of Apostolic Order Network. You can invite us, partner with us. We will train your church workers, your pastors' wives program, and their kahua. Call us on 020-841-1212, 020-841-1212, and that's 0244-719698. And then we want to continue with the series Fatherhood and Mentorship. But last week I spoke about fatherhood and sonship. And I made you aware that fatherhood and sonship are deeply rooted concepts within Christian theology, representing a spiritual lineage or lineage that transcends biological ties. And these relationships are essential for spiritual growth, mentorship, and the nurturing of faith. Enti memawo enyasa entiase no. And memawo tiase the biblical definition for fatherhood and a biblical definition of fatherhood and a biblical definition of sonship. And say na michirimu, I hope say when you beje home. We are live on Great Commission TV, and also we are live on YouTube. Great Commission TV GH. Now, definition of fatherhood and sonship, no. You share the fatherhood definition, no. In a spiritual context, it refers to the role of a mentor, guide, and protector within the church. So, someone who is a mentor, a protector, and also gives you a guide within the church and your ministry. Naturally, say, you can say fatherhood, say, obi ebeye eja, ofremu eja. Naturally, say, no, or you be a obeye enshesode de ma wa wusuan bibi free no. No be bo ekwan ebo ho bai. Na wasan so I'm making sure say one nam peri yeso. A spiritual father is someone who provides wisdom. Enti, see, I can't say ya. Now why no spiritual father? Now spiritual father kura no on why? Ni dwumadi ankasa ewo mu eyeden. True way to her. A spiritual father is someone who provides wisdom, guidance, and oversight, nurturing the spiritual development of those under his care. And you know, onone de ene se ohwe se odi nyansa bi be hye ofra adwuma na Awurade afra unum. Na afi so no, ohwe se obenya nhunumu bi na afi watetew ewo sunsumu kan kokwan so. That is a definition of a spiritual father. So utieme ubi your spiritual father, all that he wants from you is to receive there. Then you need to be careful. Now no mekachre will say your mentor does not need you, you rather need your mentor. So I give the difference between mentorship and fathering. Say mentorship is the developmental relationship between a more experienced individual and a beginner. Mentors are experts on topics and accomplished in those topics or areas of ministry. And I'm out here, as I say, mentors don't need you, but you need them. But memao father side, no say fathers develop relationship through love, identification, and affirmation. Inti my ordination, my consecration, I hold my spiritual father is always present because he must identify. He has identified me, and he must affirm. So fathers are expert in cultivating honor and casting vision. Indeed, this is the rule of fathers as far as mentorship is concerned. So Yansha sonship is the relationship of a believer who is mentored and guided by a spiritual father. Who is your spiritual father? Man of God. Woman of God, who is your spiritual father? Sofupeni no was Sofupeni. Sofuketua no was Sofupeni. So who is your spiritual father? Say, as a spiritual father, we are not talking about only the one you sow seed to, but no neboa or guide or protect no a mentor. Now we impact spiritual wisdom, guidance, any oversight, no a nature for spiritual development, because you are under his care. The sons in the spiritual sense are those who submit to the authority, wisdom, and guidance of a spiritual father, seeking to grow in their faith and character under this or his mentorship. So who is your father? Whom are you submitting to? Wawarisem on eka. We ministry to an amombia you share ideas with. But last week, I spoke about causes of differences and bad relationship between spiritual fathers and sons. But is a lack of communication. Poor communication can lead to misunderstanding and unmet expectations. So, papa or spiritual father no montem etese. And another one is unmet expectations. The reason why there become bad relationship between spiritual fathers and sons. Unmet expectation. The demand and what the father is expecting from the son, no, we na sorry a kama or waka nipa gu na sorry medenia me ba obi to tight. Say no amasa it destroys the relationship. And some of the young pastors too are going for senior pastors because omufu is ordinary program or beba or man program no ama na niama ope on hono we nya say pa. It also breaks it. Pride and ego can prevent both parties from admitting mistakes, seeking forgiveness, and submitting to one another. Your father does not submit to you. You submit to the authority of your father. But the truth of the matter here is the father too must respect the spiritual son or daughter. na no ba ku bi amete a whole bishop na issue abo ne bantamu a na ode asem ne nam ekeka kire sofoketwa na ode na ye ne papa no asori ma to the extent they say oh yes it doesn't show maturity. Respect the pastor who has submitted to you. When you go to his church, give him that honor. Let the members know, say, he is your son. You are his father. You have experience. You've grown in ministry. But you love him and honor him. You respect his ministry. Any occasion be for a ordination and a be or best empire born. Run a spiritual son as already be no afar anointing oil. So that the people will know, say, Nebano no, or higher than him. No. Pride and ego, no. Sana yene juma misalignment of vision. If you submit to someone and the person doesn't agree with your mission, it creates differences and bad relationship between you and that father. Obuwa, he will discover you, but he is not the one to mentor you, so you need to be very careful. I'm going back to last week. Na mabobo so kakra. Enuntina migusono. Lack of mutual respect. If they don't respect each other and they don't trust each other, it hinders the growth of the relationship. Cultural differences, their background, create misunderstanding or clash with expectations. Generational gap, age and generational differences can lead to different perspective and approaches to ministry and life. Ministry now, the one that you are submitting to, the fact that you are older than your spiritual father does not mean he is your size. Jealousy and competition. Envy can arise when a son surpasses the father in ministry or recognition, leading to rivalry. Now, Papa bikro honoma umfa ho an ho se ne ba in the Lord e meki. Na feel no why envious about the person. Uhune say or ye no competitor. No. That is not fatherhood and that is not sonship. Don't jealous your spiritual father for anything. Don't jealous your spiritual sons or daughters for anything. Failure to adapt. A refusal to adapt to new methods or changes in the relationship can cause stagnation and frustration. And I feel so spiritual immaturity on either side can prevent the relationship from developing in a healthy way. And then we share the biblical definition and examples of fathers and sons. The biblical definition and examples of fathers and sons. Yeah, share Bible mu. At the end of Bible ne kafa father ho. Ena at the end of kafa son ho. Na afi ya pe enhwesodie wom. Say we na ne banie. We na ne papa nie wo Awurade adwuma na omuyem. Yenhwe Elijah and Elisha. 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 9 to 14. Yenhwe Elijah and Elisha. Elijah, a powerful prophet who mentored Elisha. Elijah, a very powerful prophet who studied Bible, but ono any reason yen watete Elisha. Who mentored you? Who raised you? Who identified you? O say Erade se wafreo. Menku biaho. It's a lie. Your spiritual father might not be able to teach you or have a Bible school, but he still remains your spiritual father. Baby, a be mentor na ye be chiro ministry ho ade no a learning center. Enu nti na betima ba apostolic order network no be sua ade wa ha. Oko Bible school we are. Don't reject the one who identified and discovered you. Now on new bishop now I discover no in your spiritual father. A error. He can be your mentor or give you spiritual covering. Maybe a level be a word. No. But no kwasem woman say Elijah discovered Elisha. He mentored him and who sought a double portion of his spirit. The relationship exemplifies dedication and the transfer of spiritual authority. So Elijah transferred spiritual authority to Elisha. You must say Elisha. Elisha died without a son, so he didn't transfer anything. He didn't out of anger. Obaya from so. Wakwakoji name and sika wa rejected. Was a neyari emra also. Neyari emra also. And he threw it in my way. There are a lot of people who are going to die without sons and daughters. It's not necessary say what sorry na say wunya will be obeda no and now yemra. But amwakum ye yehuna amwakum ma bibiri. Omo anu mu nhia ne da. But they were benefiting from the ministry from afar. Who is your mentee or who is your son or daughter in the Lord? Okoko. We are so for penny today. What do men kwada ba ho nyina sitire? Unu omu nyina ko asitire. Toda sika aforebo kakra. Seed omu nsu. Meeting kakra omenti. Elisha couldn't transfer what he received. You received from your father. Says of penny be na ni fra sorry ase school time. And we didn't cheer na be so for a share na se and now ye mre na hwa sorry no so wo ye mra hwa na be hwe so. Bi busa usase mu. Someone passed on the baton to you. Whom are you passing the baton to? Someone discovered and raised you and prepared you, and you have become who you are today because of the partner Oshia no. Why na wo wa discover no? Na why na wa prepare no? Na why na wo o nature no for ministerial development? I'm asking you today. Elijah impacted into the life of Elisha. The relationship exemplifies dedication and the transfer of spiritual authority. 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 9 to 14. Whom have you discovered? Why na wote no? Yershe Paul and Timothy. Paul referred to Timothy as his true son in faith. Not a son or no na afraid or be wufufu or be do or horoka or kochoba koto aduane brew or be polishing pabwa only say also mo wonko. What are you transferring into the one you call your son or your daughter in the Lord? Remember you be glad my daughters and my girlfriends. Oh yeah. But Timothy, Paul referred to Timothy as his true son in faith, according to 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 2. Their relationship as a model of mentorship, with Paul guiding Timothy into ministry and life. The 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 2. A support to the making. Now Paul, a good example, mentor Timothy, a born home by with ministry. I your friend and nabrabo. Here another person, Moses and Joshua. Moses and Joshua. Here there. Moses mentored Joshua. Or no one or guided no protected who later led the Israelites into the promised land. Into Joshua never told Moses a Jumaso. Now Moses knew no more. Now Moses was fasting susu. open up. Nija say senye obi ana say wa ba. You don't want to hand over. Moses mentored, guided, protected, and trained Joshua, who later led the Israelites into the promised land. And this relationship highlights the importance of leadership, transition, and continuity. Yenshe, Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 9. It talks about the relationship, highlight, and its importance of leadership, transition, and continuity. Etino. Mawie, me de toho, amu bi abeto aso. Mawie, me de ma obi, no no nso efrase. Yehu ye, ewo Elijah eni Elisha mu. Yehu wo Paul eni Timothy mu. Eni asanso ehunu wo Moses eni Joshua mu. Eni ene ba utrim. Sisi adwuma wo ya wo ye no, asem to a hwan na odwane kotoa no se sunsun wo agya. God is the Almighty Father, the everlasting Father, fine. But who is your spiritual father? Yanshe David and Solomon. When are examples and biblical definition for sonship and fatherhood, fathers and sons. David and Solomon. David, a man after God's own heart, prepared his son Solomon to succeed him as king, providing him with wisdom and guidelines and guidance. It will say David and Solomon, obine papa biological. But Solomon submitted to David as a spiritual father. So he took over from his father. Moses and Joshua, Ubia namnekwai. Paul and Timothy, Ubia namnekwai. Elijah and Elisha, but who say? In fact, study Bible no krana na Elisha if you were any much Elijah, but or submit here. Abraham and Isaac. 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 1 to 4. Emma Yehunu, David handing over to Solomon. Solomon succeeding his father as king, providing, and David providing his son, who has succeeded him with wisdom and guidance. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1 to 4. Here's Abraham and Isaac. Abraham's relationship with Isaac is foundational, representing the covenant relationship between God and his people. Genesis chapter 22. Until you come to understand, sir, Abraham gave gifts to the children that he gave birth with other women and sent them away from Isaac and transferred covenant blessings to Isaac. Who is your spiritual father? Who do you submit to? Who is your spiritual son or daughter? Ever since have you nurtured anybody to a certain level? We say, no, I am where I am today because of Bishop so and so, Prophet so and so, Reverend so and so. Here's rules of spiritual fathers. The rule a spiritual father plays in your life. The role a spiritual father plays in your life. Number one, guiding and teaching the son in spiritual, moral, and practical matters. Mentor no, or your spiritual father no. Spiritual father no, or mentor was saying no, no, he needs you as far as you need him. But he makes sure, say, obe guide you. Na wachire. the fa Yesu Christo ho. Na deɛ na Yesu ka ɛfa obrabɔne ho. Sunsun masɛm ho. Ɛna nneɛma edi mu ho. Eti over nkyɛn na mabrɛ kɔyɛ all night. Be free all night ne ba na besa kɔyɛ rounds na me de ba bɛbɔ mpaeɛ any team no. Ɛna masade abɛtena ha yi. Ebɛyɛ kora na mapɔn na ne de mabrɛ. I mean to be fa munduru 10 o'clock no. Na 9:30. So yɛnhwɛ mentorship. Me say your spiritual father mentors you. And this is how he does it. He guides you and he teaches you into sound spiritual doctrines, sound moral issues, and practical matters. Number 2, protection. Providing spiritual covering and salvaguarding the son from spiritual dangers. Asofo bibiri me baba ako ya tu na dru akadem because he has a spiritual father like me, no. And then ko bon paye ma sorry. So spiritual fathers, apart from everything, protect and safeguard. They cover their children from danger, spiritual danger. So the role of a father, number 1, mentorship. Number 2, protection. Number 3, correction. Offering discipline and correction when the son strays from the right path. Etino otenetene. Eja etenetene. Ode ba ya sitene mpa ade na wonko school nansen, ade na akọ school nansen ana wonko awache na anuanom aba. So the same thing applies. As a spiritual father, you need to offer discipline and correction when your son begins to live a different life, which is not from the right path. Number 4, encouragement. The father encourages, uplifting and encouraging the son during difficult times. Yebuna sorry dan yegu. The father factor, no, he plays major role. Shenin crying on an abompaye, mo the communion wine, ma trusty rade for opening doors. Because encouragement, uplifting and encouraging the son during difficult times. So every father must know the problems his son is facing and make sure that she brings it or he brings it to an end. Provision, offering spiritual resources and opportunities for growth. Spiritual resources and opportunity for growth. So you provide. Sometimes, nyame adwuma at the cars, ama ye may be so mo fa nyame adwuma ya chebi ensase pen. Ye may be sika. You encourage the person, maybe we hear 10,000 at asase. Money be just to encourage him. So apart from that, you provide spiritual resources and opportunities for growth. Money books in kind. When your opportunity to cry, conference, program be a faneko. Na expand na emie na dream. Number 6, inheritance. Passing down spiritual gifts, wisdom and anointing. So you must do this so that someone can inherit from you. Accountability, holding the son accountable for his actions and decisions. Wako, ya the answer church so was starting in Crawford, you know more that was sorry no. Mananya aware say he will account for everything, including the souls. Holding the son accountable for his actions and decisions. Sometimes I always say that we have careless fathers in the Lord. Now, Oba, I was 16 years. Who do birthday no koto iPhone 14 was a sign the brewer. Won't you ask your child where he or she got the money from? And your first question, because the age, you know, when we saw near Juma. But then, I saw the suffer penny or the son or daughter timber bar for the Cassia the man. Almost had a question be. Say, we will boom crowd. Say, all tongue near ma. I any counsel or tongue in the name of church. Number 8, support. So the father support, providing emotional, spiritual, and sometimes financial support to the mabutum kasaka krama with son or daughter in the Lord. Emotionally, encouraging, provide emotional support and spiritual support. Only the mompaye eto ogado money na monko hide mo mompaye. Guidance, offering direction in ministry, career, and life choices. Ebi opesu tu anamobi. Obeba ho. Ebi opese o free bibi ase. Obeba ho. I will give you a direction in ministry, career, and life choices as a father if you happens to connect with me. And I feel prayer, interceding for the son and his endeavors. And the fathers, no, it be bompaye or some bompaye ombobi edemao. You see, rules of spiritual fathers. Rules nini. The rule as a mentor, the rule as a protector, the rule of correcting errors, a rule of encouragement, a rule of provision, inheritance, accountability, support, guidance, and prayer. Nyangopo Inshraw, Onyo Kese. I had a great commission TV, or say fulfilling the divine mandate. Na we see a Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship, and ye ne de ya Pija Bible School no kakra e de ABC TV. So me de be enumerate 8 o'clock. Na yesua ade na opese wo buy a Bible school ni bi. And I say, opese ye ordain you, ye consecrate you, and ye commission work. For number no 020 841 1212. Ofra anything about the Bible school, anything about affiliation, anything about spiritual covering. Senior Apostle Prudence. But the year your school no was Unique Icon International School here Nungwara Vico Hotel side ho. Saturdays in Kwani a bus school no. Why already afraid? Na yenu eni nkobo. Yenhwe the rules of spiritual sons. So be a spiritual son. Ni rule anything na said dear anything. Number 1, submission. The son must always submit to the father. How do you define submission? Willingly submitting to the authority and guidance of spiritual father. Ufri upem ni obi na eshew. And I made my license. And nuntina ama oko. So question I say be willing to submit to the authority and guidance of the spiritual father. What's that was sorry? We share our classmate. Or no, nyami juma, or some person or then a hobby bow, or no any chair. How do you handle it? Respect. Number 2. Honoring and respecting the spiritual father's rule and wisdom. So we must learn how to respect, that is, honor and respecting the spiritual father's rule and wisdom. Number 4, loyalty. Ekase loyalty, a remaining loyal and commitment to the spiritual father and the relationship. The fact say o spiritual father no on kasenti enchire se twifa no so. You must be loyal. Atro ne na da nkete yifri wakwen. Service. The rule of spiritual sons. A submission, respect, loyalty, service, serving the spiritual father and the family faithfully. Unwi papa piufu no akọ kakra no akọhoro ne car. Sa ne man ketenkiti we, it opens doors. The son must be learning, eagerly learning from the teaching and experience of the spiritual father. Faithfulness, being faithful in responsibilities and in the relationship. Ono papa no, osen no kwaridie ebeda montem. Ena afi humility, maintaining a humble attitude, recognizing the spiritual father's rule. Inti no eno eho asem na ye kan. Maintaining a humble attitude, recognizing spiritual father's rule, maintaining a humble attitude. Then number 9 be gratitude, expressing gratitude for the spiritual father's investment in your life. Ubia investment. Utna ni fees are how many years ni? Or show no or shenema, no the old to Bible school. Be grateful for once. Yershe multiplication, using what has been learned to mentor others. And also a year Jumapa. It is the role of spiritual sons. I can't want we. As a spiritual son, you must be submissive, you must be respectful, you must be loyal, you must be serviceable, you must have a learning habit, you must be faithful, you must be humbled, gracious, and multiplication. 7 year communication, keep open and honest communication with the spiritual father. So this is the rule of spiritual sons. And yasashe the rule of spiritual fathers. Yanshe best ways of being an effective spiritual father. Ekwanya hodwa ema obi beye sunsumu ejapa. Ma menko break emra. Menko break emra. Enti producer fa menyomo no etum dia me start a obono. Ma menko break emra. Mekoba yebeshe better ways of being an effective spiritual father. Ekwanya obi befa so a obetimi aye se eja odimu na oko enkan. Eti mayentwa ye homra, mayentwa ye homra.
Tuyimu na tunyo make wasapa brandi amebizu amu eyani ametumi ashawa ni monya Wami Kristo akwe tuimu atinu maka wasanto brandi ababitu awu uto aya ibra iba meyo beti ni bosha anisu akwani owu betinu pari era dinipa aya ibra dinipa meyo betini bosha anisu abara efa yowu betini pari era dinipa ayani ametumi asawa ni monya wami Kristo akwe tuimu mediabati no baka wasangwa brandi amabisu amu udo aya ibadiba mediameyo eti ni bosha anisu akwani owu betinu pari era dinipo ya chuma mebrati bidimi unam yinara ya brati na chuma abenya no samsira sawa flam ya bebiara bibi jebe tinisu
Israel. That was a German Numusu Kakrana. I want any call for me. I make as a musa no. I want any son. It was a Numusu Kakra. We have come to serve you. That said that maker no. The son must be submissive. Respect here. Me call Madam for soft will be her. Though my friend is a madam for, but he sees me as his senior pastor. He's doing very well. Now, 7 years ago, it's my friend also. Menkona soft mame or hona menkofi no oba. Me kodru hono. Na soft mame ne associate pastor or show masse. Dokono esi wo mani mamote ho na omu didi. Era me ka kire sofo ni say onim nyansa, he will not go far in ministry. Even if sofo mame ni ye wunua ena sofo ya ware no fra ba wo so na ya associate pastor kra, you must know that relationship. How can you be eating when you suffer mame a eye wo sofo pani eyere ensa dead? Is disrespect. A disrespect. The son must know his role and play his part. Humility as my American. Any respect, faithfulness, communication, keeping open and honest communication with the spiritual father. Oko papa wa ye enkomopa ni edi. And any question no spiritual father fee yi kwan an office de bia na wo ko de bi. Ebasa respect be ko for when you be ko akoto na deja so be ko akopia de bi so. Etino, if you want to keep that relationship, susu be or spiritual father, you only go to him when it is needful. Here. There better ways of being an effective spiritual father. Number one, be available. If you want to be a good an effective spiritual father, also so no, you must submit under an effective spiritual father as a son. It is spiritual father. Oba frokra wonfa. Ensure you are accessible to your sons for guidance and support. Because you are not a mentor where he has to pay. You need your son to do well in ministry. The difference between a father and a mentor is that a mentor does not need the son or mentee, but the father needs the son, and the father must make sure the son progresses in ministry. It is spiritual father. You must be available. Ensure you are accessible. Well, my spiritual father, I can go to him at any time. Me so Penny Cardinal Leslie, I can enumerate. My friend, he will be available. Because I submit under him. But Obinsu nyasa access no, because he sees him as a mentor. So as of one penny for say utie me now spiritual father unya access to him enya o papa no. Enya o papa no. John Mahama baby onam bia ne baba ma ika no. A fatherhood and sonship relationship ne eka. It is obising the banner in the Lord. Unitima de mount. Mumra meeting. Asema ba mentimi ama meeting anutima this onu no ma jeme license. But oko fa oko ji certificate keke. Erade amfa na ama se uncover. Na on boa on build the ministry, on protect and on guide. So the fathers must always be available. The spiritual father must always be available. Number 2, lead by example. Lead by example, demonstrate values, be disciplined and dedicated. Dedication you wish to impact. Mawawariye enyefe. Time build your church. Be a good example. If you want to be an effective spiritual father, ensure that demonstrate where my years in ministry make a share radian munyam obi ani asase so betimaka se me obe submit it to me and I'm a bana sorry my before ba ho wa osu wanya service in afa me ho ana say erade a familiar spirit. I am a genuine man of God. I am a disciplined man of God, and I am dedicated to be a good example. I always demonstrate a fatherly values. Obi anim me ma wasore say sikanti ena me ba wasore mitia esi me konsu enye jimi negum. God has blessed me with ideas. Me pesikane na mi nibia. I have a covenant with God. He gives me ideas to create wealth. Obia ni asasi so say Ghana ha, the 16 regions of Ghana. Say Africa ha baby, Europe, America, and I say baby me Bible ne me ngosra di makudru. Obeti makase. Papa we ba masori. Na me hwehwe sikani bia me hu no. Na papa we so no ogigi sikani ni sika anase waba na sorry. No. Demonstrate that values. Me baba akon na I'm here to talk to him. Asem na drumanim na me raho. Say the best friend asem to na ujina mu ma no timi fa phone secret. Say ne yirinja no no ne nenwo. We have spiritual fathers, they are dating their sons' wives and church members. Ensure that you are accessible to your son for guidance and support. Me anadu 2 a.m. me tuke come ba efie cause ebi an yire nya attack, ebi a wanya attack, ebi asemato no. Na me nam AM, na me nam TM, na me nam district. Ebi a say waye dede enu tie to na sorry them. I must be there. Was somebody many munyam. When you issues, when you court case, you bu na sorry then you be accessible, be accessible, be accessible, and also lead by example. So many senior pastors are not leading by example. Ebi no monsa, ebi no muji, ebi smoky. Na instrumentalists are aware of it. Emrantia, a shena sesa software ni say. Papa dear, we and the girlfriend. Papa dear, when you wake out. Why must it be so? Lead by example. There will impact, create that values. Be disciplined and be dedicated to impact into people's life. Number 3, communicate clearly. Be open, honest, clear in your communication. As a spiritual father, as a leader, be clear in your communication. And to turn to oil basa basa. And kojie na shada present who say nyame na aye. Be open, be honest, di nokre. Spiritual fathers be breni nokre. No oji sika fra sori ma ho. Ne ma sori na wo oboa wo mo no oji sika free ho. You are not an honest man. Ne be charging nkrofo. Na omo de ka good sons and daughters so. Spiritual father what discover baba wo ye nyamedwuma prophetess opeso onene da. You are not an honest man. You are not a loyal person. You are not leading by an example. Let your communication be clear. Let us know the principles guiding your ministry. Eden na woman isua. Eden na woman no isua. Number 4, provide encouragement. Regularly encourage and uplift your sons. Eya pija woma shomu nkran ubu woma bamudodo. You complain more than them. Apostle Paul was in prison, but he was writing letters to encourage. Kwame Nkrumah no owo prison. Toilet roll and no throw letter to so no de ama ni CPP for encourage people as a spiritual father. Oba radio so, oba TV so, when your opportunity engage you what kind of message and adema omo. Ushe Great Commission TV, we a Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship, patro a Bible school. We believe in 60% practical ministry. Ye chiro said your ubebo deliverance. Ye chiro said your obe kanyanko pasem. Ye what theological programs are who do na ye we so ye we network body ye de license ye boa ma gazette wa sorry ye boa e ma wo ye ordination ye ordination no o share screen no so a uhu ye programs ni be very soon ye best start ayibi amwo ye ordaining crowdforce at this network apostolic order network has been 10 years. Almost 11 years because he established in 2014. And I go so. Spiritual father be available always. Spiritual father lead by example, communicate clearly. Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship, your number on the screen. So no ubetimi afre anytime biya. WhatsApp no. 020 no ubetimi a WhatsApp na ne me akasa the open will be distributed. We are ready to assist in view of them, provide encouragement as a father, offer correction with love, correct mistakes gently and with love, not harshness. Would there be an would atem na would chini pen now would do maybe. That is not your mandate. Pray for your sons, bompire more. Cover your spiritual sons in prayer consistently. Now, no, I was sorry, I know that. Or yeah, they will be manema. Encourage them. In true many. Your baby by papa. Nancy, who may no matter to an ordained minister. As papa says, a man we never jimmy home. My says me that them, but I say we no men no more, me segu menum na mada. Pressure damn so. I prayed with him, I encouraged him, I was checking on him every time until so I catch him and said, now, why you okay? This is how ministry should be. That is why don't just write letter to somebody say you want a person to father you because wajidi. Oh, my spiritual father is this. This man is my papa. Oh, papa bit my share grass in any kumo. The spiritual fathers, pray for your sons and daughters. Cover your spiritual sons and daughters in prayer consistently. Share your experience. And as of I was sharing my experience with them. Pass down your wisdom and experiences. You are not a father figure. You are not a father. And then as of we share you didn't come a bomb pie breaking communion. I was sharing with them how this ministry, the Bible say a TV station near do, and some of them were shocked. Share your experience, pass down your wisdom and experiences, create opportunities. Point 8. Provide opportunities for your sons and daughters to grow and serve. It may be only me say I create opportunities. How many times na ya mo me TV so? Be say omo TV so Great Commission TV so apart from omo ye political show ni ade no. Asofo ni ade nyina. Me a me chiro programs in person ye we na me ama chiro na ma train because me ye media broadcaster. It no I know sa na ma ni nyina. And I share and make sure I create opportunities for them to grow and serve their God, so that their God-given potential. And this is how the church should be. Even your starting TV, a bit more by politics, news, I taught a lot of them. And I've done this for so many years. Share your wisdom, experiences, provide opportunities for your sons and daughters to grow and serve. Point 9, be patient. As a father, ntoboaseɛ ene abojocheri hiapa, exercise patience, recognizing that growth takes time. Obano obey mistakes bebree ba ya susutwi nanim. Growth takes time. Obia won emreye. Number 10, build trust. Establish a relationship based on mutual trust and respect. Ma wo man trust to normal respect to so for or the young girl by when in the bomb pe number no start senepe. And they hear me pa because I saw for one penny for be bring issue by. Now no ba could be we are and a spiritual father say any third born one in a spiritual father. Near in a spiritual father crying and then a warrior. You see, build that trust. Okay, yeah, share monso emano sons and daughters. Ya bobo fathers in the so mesa bobo su biem. Better ways of being an effective spiritual father. Message number 1, be available as a father. I believe you are here or so now. Lead by example. Yeah, in Susuya Papa, and I say, I shall so dear Papa. Hey, say them me trees, say you already. Communicate clearly. Be open, honest, and clear in your communication. Provide encouragement. Offer correction with love. Pray for your sons. Share your experience. Create opportunities. Be patient. And also build trust. Yanshe, better ways of being an effective son, spiritual son or daughter for our penny. Yango. But here can you say, our doors are opened. Open say, you want us to help you build a good ministry, a successful ministry. You need an apostolic covering. Apostolic or that network. It's rough a number, no. Now the ochina after church freni ni nkomo 0208411212. Ubetumi kra send me message says here your full name, your ministry, what do you want us to talk about, ideas that you want us to share. Apostolic mentorship and apostolic covering. Wow pese a radio family so a father as a spiritual father but I'm not advertising myself say I need sons and daughters, but if you are led, I am ready. Apostolic Order Network, a network body will be to my bed joining your pastoral welfare any de keke kahuni na your workshops ye training nina ebebo 0208411212 0208 411212 0208411212 me abram this year ya be nkwada enim for number no any good screen so no 0244719698 which my friend anytime be an akasa 0208411212 we ya na me the west na next week ya sa to us me wo Ghana na me nyantu kwan yi de every Saturday be am de me be ba for there me wo deep ministerial teachings be we say me chiro and I see you sorry for that word that word is say they would nim we na me nim bibi I need be because we are all learning because by the time I'm about to now I have to learn first intimacy why number 1 open so effective son or a daughter in the Lord, a spiritual son or daughter. Number 1, honor your father. Honor your father. And there no spiritual father. What tenacity and now can honsem. A branch be minimum so in ye that. Obi ya sorry no do I can't a sorry hon and ma. I will resume him from afar. No better one cran ha or nam no who. Nessa papa I am from Soka crano and ne or baby sheshwa. Uhu so oba no abewura osofu pani de ma no akofre other pastors na omhye na se no na ma betena ho because you want to disgrace him. Enu bi na ma Noah edome ne babema no. But you learn how to cover your spiritual father's nakedness. In other words, honor your father. Show respect, honor in words and actions. So see the kakraman why? In actions. In actions. In actions. And ya papa beti me kabe etoda fano ko who say ulma yemre fano ko medical test yen hwe ni prostate man no sa na mani nyina woni wasore man raise fan pay the bills of your spiritual father. Honor him. Give him that respect. Show him respect. Honor him in words and also in actions. So what does here? Susuma trimunya de. To da mo share da more for there. Gather some money. Munku tua ne bills mano. Every grow spiritual father that so ma o church no. Mon dedicate, mon fa ne baba ako, mon tua ne school fees mano. Honor your spiritual father as a son or as a daughter. Ebebo seek counsel. Regularly seek your spiritual father's guidance and wisdom. Uye bibi aya. Jono su input kakra. Ati the American. Number 3, be faithful. Stay committed to the relationship and responsibilities. Do your part. Be faithful. Menya basa basa. Kike kan spiritual father hon sam sa. And je atisem entum emfa no protect him. Pray for him. Practice humility. Maintain a humble attitude, willing to learn and grow. Ubituma pija chen. Me papa otete mo Assemblies of God. Me preach it in wiase. And so me sure say sana ne deeti. I know. And so no honor discover me. And I honor him than any other person, because and you know and can preaching cry na minim no one ready for no so bomb mesu on one training me was of the Assemblies of God, so I respect him. May say I have not even done enough for that man, Reverend Stephen Bonsu. Baby will be a Yankopon Shrano. May preachy nano. Oh, papa, me who or we a graduate 2 years with Juma Papa, me qua America go preaching. I may share some preaching, old preaching be 2022. Me Sunday man no. Shadio. On where we university, I am a master's. I go call Bible school. One only opportunity to go to school. Now send him a message. Hey, Apostle. O message is powerful. Hey, the way I come from, me cry Marco school, I mean to me come from. He is encouraging me. He's encouraging me. He prays with me. He encourages me. I seek counsel from him, and I am faithful to him. I humble myself under his authority. Communicate regularly. Keep in regular contact with your spiritual father. And they are not mentanya there. Me jina ha me jubri me nim be kan say eto da ya na bi okra 1 month na me share dan frɛ no. Enti no. Me bo me homodin. Nti won so bo homodin. Keep communicating to your spiritual father. Ya busana pom. Wote so yare na kwan da ho afa ho. Wo kwa fa ansa pan ko. Serve diligently. Serve no. Chroneka. Kaim Rebia. Na me apostle na afi ne be installing me spiritual father or Assemblies of God branch na ono ana ya crossroad Assemblies of God system. We could do here. Me na be kind profile. We could do a Friday program near Sunday, Saturday. Me je in the car. Me driving me papa as antiman pon rounds you be a war ye war jiwe wa ha war hese we because ye ni programmer. I was a metan. I was serving him, me drive it, me call her, me ba. Could see say, could see that no real program no. Me could do program na se. Me could do ye. Me ne me nua ba ko ono nam ni nya na wa Assemblies of God mo fata. Me friend na me se na ye papa yi ni old churches ye otete ya na yenso ye wo bi mu a ye nyina ye de atututu kwan members no na me se ne pe van me ami peska me se ya announce me frefre mo se yen kwata papa na chi wo de wuni sika mpo ye de ka be ba be si kru we so furu bi na bra, because at least the old people must be able to witness na ga say radi won shirame. So serve him. Be faithful to your spiritual father. Practice humility. Communicate regularly. Serve diligently. Be grateful. Oh, serve diligently. Nature says, serve your spiritual father and the ministry with dedication. Ko preacher myself upeni no amaska no age. Me de end amenye. Ene me amebo attack about that na de enhye me man bi ba se ma be minister no. Serve diligently. Be grateful. Express gratitude for the mentorship and guidance. Ono na mentor wo protect us awo ko house men ko ho aha mensi ha gina ha sei masoda ye we afa ho bompa ye we chirekom kakra ye sei you must be grateful to that man who discovered you. Receive correction, accept correction with an open heart and willingness to improve. Uchiwe animasum or can be send your TB, accept it. Nay, why so be improve. Now show papa munyam. Be patient, understand that growth in the relationship take time. Entinya abotre. Men pray ho. Na ye den a wono papa the time o come mbe tu kwan abom be ko programs abom mbe ko abruchira abom mbe preach abom be ministry abom change your pulpit ono kra be kas wo tu kwan be hwe na sore ne so ni nyina esi be so for pani papa Cardinal Leslie otu kwan kwa abrochire owa pastors ne ade bato checha e bi kura me o ma me Sundays no kese me konso am omuhu se mabaso for pani e pulpit so it is enye ho na ye man one man show and a showmanship. Support your father. Stand by your spiritual father in prayer and support him. Bompa yesu mano kaino. 11. Be transparent. Be open about your struggle and victories. Papa, me papa. Never me tough. Papa, me hiampaibo. Kneel down. Let your father bless you from his heart. Ekoye so akọ di adanse papa obi achemeka o. Papa obi achemasase. Yen na urade ase. You can open up. If only say one say oni obi na ni brade ukofa borrowed fathers there or ye no competitor. But the ono no nyame na ama wa discover one na won so wa submit it to no. He will enjoy with your victory and also pray with you in times of struggle. Etimoma yente sa niama we ase. Be open about your struggles. Papa me yere ha me hiampaibo. Papa me ho chire me hiampaibo. You need that man, that father to open up to. Number 12, multiply what you learn. Pass on the teaching and mentorship to others. They watch ono onso chire afofro. Nyankopon enhira. Eba next week na ye be courses of father and son disconnection. And are ways on how to build an effective father-son relationship. Yemfa course kakra. Yemfa monfa number don to ho no mame. Ye the number be to ho. Obetuma frɛ was our number no. So but my personal numbers in the good screen no so no. 0208411212 and 0244719696. Yemfa course e wo studio ha. Me fa course 5 for pen masori akoda ma bre. My bread, me fa 5 for pet. But the way my bread no ofre na titi o ho phone no so encourage me pong into titi o ho TV no so into ofra no ama o TV na kofom na wati o ho afa phone num question bi na apese obusa o pese o hye me nkran o pese o contribute ekwan eda honom enti number no and a screen no so no 0557 730 028 0557 730 028 0557 730 028 Ubetimi Afre. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Mewura odin baby free.
But you also forget to understand.
But you say
Captain, the like the
but you Gina you na maintain the canoe.
But Archbishop like what would they?
Archbishop
Archbishop that like
was it Archbishop where?
David like
Oh, Mate, Ochre me at the Christian counseling. But you we are my friend. Archbishop Courty, Meboa.
Archbishop Courty, so don't back why?
Mate, you mama me we are my friend. Me that's what's my one now? My friend. Hey, when they will be a dear to Oh, Archbishop, I salute 0557 730 028. Because it's December now. Papa friend I'm so my main packet I'm friend any minute. Yes, 0557 730 028. Yeah, kada brashatara. Was a woman, yet befa TV so I'm out. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
But also some cry with the mammy and now the different. We didn't maybe I'm free.
Home person. What why we
Also, why is it free?
I need to
Na hey, unyina ye kakra ma me line no munye kra.
Hello, Papa.
Bajo mi tiu.
I'm talking
Amen. Yangopo insurance. Mate, yamfa for 0 bante hwizo line no munye 0557730028 0557730028 obetimi afre aba TV so Great Commission TV kai se Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship yen Ministerial Training Center yede tete asofo eni nyankopon adwumayefo obetimi ene yen edi nsawoso na yede nkyerɛkyerɛmu nyina ama me family no aka ho mo ma me nkoda no mayemre 0557730028 and then ansuo toto ye nti lines no kora nyina so ana mo me fancy a coach na obi atom ye fancy na memra fully next week ahode na sa mo ma me nkoda kakra yewi all night man na mde ko chini ya na ye de be leadership meeting am de abetna hai eti ye fancy ya ye fa course n'isi ana obi atom wa wo frɛ ni jai yapon mato bible no yapon nyagopon ya adoma next week Saturday ye be san aba na menu aba besua de on Great Commission TV Mr. me number no and the screen no 0244 719698 and 050 02084111212 was a bobo number the crazy so my emre ready shira opese only a partner apostolic covering BBA ministerial license whatever friend numbers no good screen so na you know any so you be school only Saturdays into no baby I will be out there contact you know how to connect with you. Why? Yet share sons and daughters and covenant family members and will be we are part of this Great Commission. Nyango po inshiramo. Bakramo. Bye bye.